Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 10th of July, 2021. And it's the weekly technical analysis for spot gold and dollar yen for the second week of July. Let's kick off with spot gold, where you can see that it's managed to climb up further, continuing from the previous week, continuing the momentum from the previous week. After almost hitting 1750 and climb back up now to back to the monthly pivot and spike through the daily 55 EMA on the Thursday, but still managed to stay above the 1800 here. And we just take a look at the weekly time frame as well. And yes, last week, the previous week, it did bounce off the 1750 and 21 fib to just close under the weekly 55, but now this week has managed to climb above that, continuing the bullish momentum. And it did hit the daily 55 on Tuesday already, but then just resumed the drift higher towards the daily 200 and the monthly pivot. So this is a critical juncture now where we're not sure whether it's able to break through higher. If we take a look at the recent swing down, it has now retraced back up to the 38 fib. And if it does break through higher above the daily 55, then there's the 50 fib next, along with the 38 fib of the bigger time frame. So this zone here might be a potential target. If it does break out higher, that will be a critical one here. But for now, the 38 fib and the monthly pivot is providing resistance here. See if this 1800 is going to hold as support, or it could be just a minor support now. For now, I think we'll leave it aside. And resistance is at the 38 fib. Support all the way back down here to the 21 fib area. So that's a fairly wide range here, about 500 pips. And it could just pull back lower towards the 21 fib for support, intermediate support. Let's mark this as support as well now. I think these two areas will be critical intermediate support area at 1786 and 1830 as the upside target. Okay, so if this holds as resistance, then it could just consolidate within this range. Otherwise, if it does break out, then that should be resistance there. And if this does not hold, then it will return to retest the 21 fib area here. Okay. All right, there's quite a number of US rated news this coming week with CPI, PPI. And then for a couple of days, there'll be testimony from Fed Chair Powell, Wednesday and Thursday. And then there's also some Philly Fed manufacturing index figures and retail sales, as well as the University of Michigan consumer sentiment figures. So quite a number of potential drivers for the US dollar and the major pairs. So let's take a look at the US dollar index as well. So after a dip lower at the start of the week on Tuesday, it did manage a strong bounce and recovery to hit this swing high, and then retrace lower on Thursday and Friday, probably trying to return back to the daily 200 EMA. So that's going to be a key support zone here. And the resistance is now going to be at the 21 fib. And it also seems to be moving in a potential bullish channel here. So that should target the support in these three areas and provide an opportunity to bounce. And it needs to continue higher in this bullish channel to try to target higher and break above this swing high. And perhaps eventually come up to retest this swing high up here at 93.45. All right, but if it does not hold, then this will be the next key support with the daily 55 EMA and the 50 fib. All right. So move back to spot gold. So we'll see how the movement of US dollar index and the inverse correlation for spot gold is going to be. But for now, there is a short-term recovery, but it's coming up to some key resistance levels. Let's take a look at the dollar yen. And dollar yen, as with dollar Swiss, also tumble lower towards the end of the week and managed to find support at the daily 55. Managed some recovery on Friday to climb back up above 110. So this is the still a support zone here. And above that, the weekly pivot and 111 last week turned out to be a critical support now resistance zone again. And it fell through the monthly pivot. Now, so it has dipped below the bullish channel trying to climb back in again. We'll see if it's able to continue to do that next week and climb back towards the monthly pivot. And for this week, on Friday, the Bank of Japan also has its policy statements coming up, outlook, as well as their monetary policies. So we'll see whether there's any impact on the Japanese yen. All right, so key week for the US dollar, and we'll see how that impacts the other major pairs and along with spot gold. So do check out my other videos on the other major pairs. Have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.